Hi, everybody. I wanted to do a short video for you to just set our November energy. And it's been an amazing month for me already, facilitating a retreat and working with those of you that are working with me one-on-one. I really want to set the energy for this Patreon group to be a bi-weekly session and something that guides you for the time period that we're in. Now, sometimes it won't go exactly with month to month. That's what I realized. I got to follow with the flow of the group. So this is the first time that it's come in for me to do another session since I rebooted Patreon. And I'm going to stay in that flow, trying for about every 2 weeks, but my flow is not exactly with those rhythms of the month. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune in with you, and we're going to look at what are the priorities in the group and how can you be supported this month in particular. Okay, so I'm in Washington State. It's lovely here. It's fall. It's like the season of all this change. Now, when I'm in Hawaii, I didn't really notice the seasons changing, but I got here and it was like, holy cow. This is a huge time of transformation. So wherever you're at, I want you to just kind of tune in. We're calling in your guides and angels, my guides and angels that work with me. And we're going to work with some energies of transformation, whatever is going on in your environment, your body, your life, your relationships. We're going to go there and do a few balancings. Okay, and as you know with Body Talk, sometimes a session might need a little bit of breathing or tapping, and I'll just do that on my system and you can see it. Also, if your system needs extra tapping or breathing, or pause the video, you're going to just feel it. Okay. Absolutely. Priority is transformation support. Okay. Okay, so the first thing coming up is agenda. So those of you that know Body Talk know that this can be something where it's your own agenda actually getting in the way of what is happening. So your own agenda is what's coming up. Sometimes it's other people's. So each of us have some sort of agenda, like things that are like, I really need to get this done. I need to have a certain result. For whatever reason, we have an agenda for ourselves right now, and that is not actually helping us with the overall need for transformation. Maybe we think we need to be dedicated to a certain cause, but right now is a time for something else. So whatever is your top agenda for your life, we're doing a neutralizing and balancing of that agenda so that you can get to the real work that is going on for you. Take a deep breath. We're going to hold that awareness that we all have that, and we're asking our heads, our hearts through the tapping, and our gut brain to recognize and shift. You might become aware of what is your agenda. Even things like doing what I'm, quote, supposed to do can be in our own way. Okay, so we've got that. We've got another link. Okay. What's coming up is around fear. Fear of what we will become if we let go of old constructs. Some of us have embedded constructs about religion, fear of what we'll become if we let go of those. Some are about the politics that we were raised in. Some about the viewpoints on the care and sustainability of the earth. Some about what makes a healthy person, Fear of what will become if we let these old constructs go. That's vibrating through all of our systems. We're going to be neutralizing that. It's linked with 2 other areas. We're going to go into liver energy. And this is around a reorganization of our self, our life, our rhythms, our prioritization. This is bringing in a link to the liver, clearing the fear, linking to liver. Really asking for the liver to bring in a new way of seeing things and doing things. And one other area. Sorry, there's like some squeaking from stuff going on upstairs, but this is around the actual events that are specific to you, that are bringing transformation. Each of us has something coming down the line that will bring transformation. We are balancing you to those events. Some people, I see it's a relationship coming, the events of meeting the person. Some people, it's actually joining in union with that person through a commitment or a marriage. Other people, it's like having a baby, going through a cleanse, graduating. There's things like that there. Rites of passage, whatever way you need, initiations of sorts. Some people, it might be being there during the death of another person, and that being an initiation into a higher understanding. Okay, so these events that bring about that change coming for each of us, we're just balancing, welcoming, and neutralizing all the charge, the fear, and the story around them. I'm going to have you put one hand on your heart, one hand on the liver, that's on your right side. Do 3 deep breaths. We're being balanced to everything that's coming our way that brings transformation, takes us to the highest vibrational place for us during this time, that we can navigate the things that are naturally occurring in our life to take us higher. One more breath. Okay. Just do a little tapping on the heart as well. Okay. There's some sort of very significant collective change that's going to be going on in the next month. This can look like further splitting in the consciousness, taking us to either a higher conscious state or a solidification into a lower conscious state. All of you are aligned with the higher conscious state, or you would not be in connection with me. There's the higher conscious change coming, taking you like a wave. I just see it taking everyone up higher. Some of this does mean letting go, just like it's that season in a lot of areas for there to be the leaves falling, for plants to go into a death phase. I see that really strong in the field for this group. Letting go, welcoming the transformation, preparing for whatever is the highest and best for you. you're going to want to tune into yourself right now and really set your intentions before we go into this wave of change. Anchor yourself into your intentions. What is the desire of your heart to experience over this next month, over this next season of life? Do you desire to learn a higher way of love? Do you desire for more intimacy? Do you desire for a higher level of wealth consciousness? Do you desire for greater spiritual connection, intuitive guidance, emotional wellness, physical health, strength, transformation of the physical body? Do you desire to be a higher conscious parent, partner, higher conscious couple? Anchor in your intentions. Choose 3 to really, really focus on. Things that you desire to create, to experience, to feel. Okay. You're going to write these 3 intentions down. And every day between now and the next session, you're going to do your cortices, balancing to this 3 intention list. Maybe you'll put this like in a mirror or a bathroom or somewhere in your kitchen where you'll see it. And every day you're going to do the cortices to this intention. I have an intention for physical health, strength, and weight loss. I have an intention for higher vibrational interactions with men and in romantic and intimate situations. I have an intention for ease of relationship with my daughters, ease of sharing, traveling, interacting, and communicating. These are my 3. So what I'm going to do every day is a cortices. This is the fundamental body talk technique that involves taking one hand, placing it on the back of the brain, holding there, bridging both sides, focusing on left and right brain connection. With the other hand, you're going to tap on the 3 brain centers and breathe. What this does is it attunes whatever is on the forefront of the screen of the mind to a balanced place. Head, heart, and gut tapping. Once you tap through that, I can already feel it shifting me. I'm going to move my hand up and do another link on a higher place on the brain. One section up. And then I do the tapping through head, heart, and gut. Then I move up again. So you can just pause, write your list. I can feel heat moving in my head. And then do the cortices with me. You're going to do it now until the next session every day. This makes sure that your brain is fully on board with your highest vibrational intentions. Something that I want to teach you guys is about setting an intention and setting a high vibration request of your brain. And you really got to feel it in your body. What is really in your highest good? You don't want to just throw anything out there because you're actually attuning yourself to it. Our thoughts are like the steering wheel. So you want to make sure you're headed in the way you really, truly want to go. Balancing yourself with cortices to this every day is like when you make a vision board and you ask the subconscious to make that happen. This is making the whole brain work. So you get all the way up. The last link is on the sides of the brain for the limbic brain, linking up, clearing all emotional charge that's around the creation of these intentions. And then you let go and do the final tapping. So I'm setting this blueprint right now for everybody with their 3 intentions and the cortices. And then every day, at least once a day, do cortices to these intentions again. That's going to make sure that you are anchored and centered as these waves of energy come and take you higher. You'll be ready. You'll be with your compass set and ready to go. Okay, we're kind of going into a different topic now, and it does have to do with transformation. It's going to go into some like seasonal cleansing and rebooting of your system. Okay, so right away I burp. There's some darker energy that seems to be being carried. Anywhere that is in your system, we're going to help shift it and move it. This is really dense, low, trapped emotional energy, yours or other people's. This is causing cellular confusion because it's trapped in the blueprint, and then there's either like an overgrowth or an undergrowth of cells, healthy cells especially, and there's like a resistance for the cells to die. They just stay there. They don't do healthy cell turnover. In the particular region that I'm focusing on with you, this is different for everyone, but what we're going to be doing is a cellular repair technique. You might feel yourself getting tired, really dropping into a really deep brain cycle while this is going on. Focus on your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. With this cellular repair, we're also doing an emotional release of where those trapped emotions are in that part of the body. Gathering them, moving them, asking them to process through the diaphragm. Some wants to process through the liver as well. And you're going to do a tapping routine with me. You might be able to feel that already shifting. So you're going to want to follow up the session with water and recognizing that you may need to rest. May need to rest more over the next 24 hours because there's going to be a cellular turnover and your body's going to work to clear areas that have been holding on this dense energetic material. Just scanning through the whole group again. During transformation, what wants to be observed here is that it's easy to leave ourselves behind. There's things that have to be done. There's changes being made. We often leave our hearts behind. It's very important to stay connected to your heart during this time. I see the value of animal connections for people, just to take note that you may not have an intimate partner, but all of creation is here and wants to see you and be seen and be in intimacy. This can be heart intimacy, not necessarily sexual, but it could be. All of creation wants to support you in this seeing of yourself and the other. I see connections with animals being things that you meditate on. Maybe you have an animal. Maybe you're drawn to different sorts of animal experiences, seeing birds or wild animals, domestic animals, whatever feels like is drawing you into your heart and connecting. In fact, I want to probably share a photo on here. I will share a photo on here where we randomly this weekend, my friend and I came across these horses, and we were just, our hearts burst open, completely burst open. I'll share a picture of the horses. Just being open to spirit guiding you to heart connection with animals, nature. I know there's just unlimited ways that this may come about in your life. I see that being something that anchors you into connection with your heart, remembering your heart, staying alive and well during these changes. If you need to do extra self-care during this time to bring about a healthy result in your transformation, do it. Maybe it means more meditation, more sleep, salt baths, different sorts of exercise. Use of essential oils is highly recommended. I teach people to use essential oils and which ones to use, how to use them. I love supporting the mission of the company doTERRA, but there are many wonderful essential oil companies. So I can help you get a wholesale price on the doTERRA oil. If you'd like to start using essential oils, I can help you with a basic beginner kit of whatever's right for you. I do this all based on intuition and also give you resources so that you can read on it, know what's going on with your plant medicine that you're using. There's really great books. So there's apps too, so that you can just plug in and get ideas. I also like to teach people to muscle test their oils, and just by way of muscle testing, you can find out a lot about what's going on with your body. So make sure that you know how to muscle test. If you don't know how to muscle test, I can do a thing here on Patreon for it. I could do a short video on muscle testing. I would love to know what else you need help learning, or what skills you want to gain so that you can be guided through this time. There's so many things. So comment on this and let me know what else comes to mind, what you'd like to learn, and I'll do video on it. Sometimes I'll do audio. This time we did video. Session's still processing something here. It just seems like what I'm doing is I'm bringing in a vibration of the essential oil of lemon. Lemon is for cleansing. Lemon is for releasing what no longer serves. Lemon is for lifting and bringing in a light, vibrant emotion, happiness. So we're bringing this into the session. Just making sure all of you are wrapped in light, supported as you release the past and call in your future, call in your light. This session can support you in multiple ways, many different times as you use it. It's something that you can continue to use even beyond this month. You can return to it. So this is about transformation. Anytime you need support in transformation, you can use this session. And remember to do your intentions and courtesies every day to that list of intentions. Please share what you're experiencing on the Patreon comment area, what you'd like to learn. When I go into these zones, I get kind of serious. And if you know me, I'm not actually a serious person, but to do this work, I get in a certain brain wave. I get really focused, and it's because I want to support you exactly how I do sessions, which are usually kind of intense and serious. I also would like to do on this Patreon sometimes where I'm not sessioning and I'm actually just teaching you or sharing something, maybe even doing something funny and humorous. That'd be cool. All right, so I'm watching where the energies are coming together into a nice coordinated place. I see everyone coming into their new organizational place in their body, in their life. We have one more message here coming in from the angelic realm. Whew. Okay, this was a package of information that they were transmitting to me. When I downloaded, I just get a big shake in my system there. So what I'm feeling into this is something to be aware of about the vulnerability of change. The vulnerability of change is that you open, you release, and you don't know what's going to happen next. And it's a time where we want to take control again. We go, oh my gosh, this is too much change. I need to revert to something that reminds me that I have control. What the angels are requesting that you do is go back to your spiritual practice as your anchoring, grounding routine. Don't go back to an old method of controlling things. Go back to your spiritual practice. For some of you, this is going to be chanting, doing mantras, meditating, any form of worship that you feel aligned with, singing, dancing. Spiritual practice as writing, offering up your words through prayer. Spiritual practice, any sort of ceremony, rituals. This is what your system craves for anchoring in balance during a time of change. Remember, it's vulnerable. Gather in spiritual community. Gather together. Be in connection with others. Don't go through this alone. You're not alone. Find people who are aligned to you and be in community. Be connected. This is the power that you will have going through this change. The only way to miss out on this is to try to control it. This is where we've got to let go and allow in the new. We do not get to decide what the highest version is. We can set intentions. We can balance ourselves to it. The most amazing things have happened. My clients and friends that do this work, you let go of the old and you call in the light into the new, and you will be surprised. I never, ever thought I would be doing body talk. I never thought that I would be living in Hawaii or traveling the world. I never thought I would be remote parenting. Are you kidding me? That was not my choice. My choice was to let go of the old systems that kept me in bondage. My choice was to release all the lies that dictated my life. That was my choice. And when I called in new light, this life that I was given was beyond anything I could have asked for. The amount of joy, freedom, liberation, healing, and transformation that's gone on has been exquisite, incredible. The richness of life that is there when we let go. We do not control this. We don't stay rigid. We stay flexible. We continue to release and call in the light. The angels are like, yes, 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 yes. So staying in community and connection keeps us strong, keeps us humble. But if that community is part of the old paradigm, you may have to let it go and look for aligned community. Okay. I'm feeling the wrap up of the session, the message. I'm feeling gratitude to each of you for being here. This Patreon space is a place for us to call in regular balancing together as a group where we shift in a greater way because of this space. It's different than one-on-one sessions, and it's a really potent place. I fully expect that people will not need to have the regular one-on-one sessions, honestly. Spirit's like, trust me, you're going to be worked out of a job, Carolyn. These sessions are going to change everything. So I'll have to shift things. I'm pretty excited to be doing more retreats too. So I have no problem if nobody needs one-on-one sessions. I'll be like, score. Let's just go to the mountains. So, okay. Let me know what you guys want to learn. We are creating this so that it's a support to you. Sending my love. Mwah. Happy fall. Happy, beautiful season of transformation. Aloha.